I think when we talk about elbows, I think my favorite person to watch with the elbows was John Jones, because I think he's the perfect person for it, because he's so long and he's so rangy, isn't he? Like with them elbows, he can just cover so much distance. Like his elbows are nasty.
Yeah, was it? We were going to talk about him next anyway. The immortal Matt Brown, didn't he? Was it an elbow hit on the back of Diego Sanchez's head that sort of put him out?
Yeah.
That was
nasty, wasn't it?
That was
he grabbed his foot, didn't he? So Diego Sanchez threw a leg kick, and he caught the leg, and he came over the top with the elbow, and then Diego just flopped. Like, it was bad. Matt Brown, mate. Matt Brown.
Yeah, and I mean that leads us into the next thing. Matt Brown destroying people again, man, in his 40s.
Yeah. It was one of them moments with watching that fight. It was such a feel-good moment because I don't know if anyone else was the same, but it just felt like Diego Lima. Is it Diego Lima? Yeah, I think it's Diego Lima.
Was it Douglas Lima?
Douglas Lima. Yeah, Douglas Lima, sorry. I felt like he was taking over, to be honest. I felt like he was landing the better kicks and everything like that. I don't know, I just got the sense that he was taking over. And then obviously Matt Brown just lands that straight and just puts him to sleep. No follow-up shots needed. It was one of them feel-good moments though for Matt Brown, because I think he's one of them guys that like the hardcore fans just love, isn't he? Obviously from years ago where he went on that, like, it was like a 7-fight unbeaten run, wasn't it? Then he met Johnny Hendricks.
Was a war though, wasn't it? Every single one was a battle, big cardio.
Remember the one with Eric Silver? Remember his fight with Eric Silver? One of my favourite fights, that, to be honest. I love that fight just because it was so back and forth. And obviously at the time, Eric Silver was like the next big thing, wasn't he? But obviously Matt Brown just stopped and put him away.
Is it Darren Till who always talks about Eric Silver? Didn't he train with him out in Brazil? And it always goes on about the quality of him. I think it was Darren Till. I don't know, I might be wrong on that, but I remember seeing someone they trained out in Brazil, and I think it is. And I think he was just saying he's unbelievable. Like, he's just, I mean, everybody knows how good he is from watching him fight, but to hear other fighters commenting on it, like saying just like so much and just picked his game up on that, it's insane. But the other thing I was going to say on Matt Brown, he am I right in saying he had something wrong? He had like an intestinal problem or something, and then he got like a period where he was getting stopped with them body shots, them liver shots.
Yeah.
And he had like some sort of problem, didn't he? And I think that took a bit out of his career a bit, didn't it?
I can't remember exactly what was wrong with him, but you are right though. He was probably susceptible to them body shots. I mean, Eric Silver dropped him with the body shot, didn't he?
Yeah, Cerrone did as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Cerrone as well. Sorry, yeah. But Matt Brown at the age, I mean, he's 40 years of age now, and you know, still in there, still able to win, still able to put people to sleep. I suppose in his mind, he's just kind of a bit of a prize fighter now. He just fights because he likes fighting and likes obviously making money from it. So I think in situations like that, it's like just see how long you can go for then. Do you know what I mean?
I always remember was it the Ultimate Fighter? And like you'd always have them dickheads in the Ultimate Fighter house who think like they're clever and that. And didn't someone put something in like his drink or something, or they messed with his food or something? And it was like, I think like he's on camera, like on the little off camera going, yeah. And then I messed around with Matt Brown's coffee or something like that. And then like you just see Matt Brown just staring at him. And like, you don't want to piss off Matt Brown. And Matt Brown's just like, this is like a dickhead thing to do. This is something you do in school. And like, I'm like 30 and I'm putting up with this shit. I think Matt Brown would have just murdered him in his sleep because he just looks like that type of guy.
He's just got that proper death there, hasn't he, Matt Brown? Like, he's one of my favourite fighters, Matt Brown. I just love watching him fight. Like,
he fought at a boss time though in his prime, where you had your Cerrones and, like you say, Johnny Hendricks, Lawler. They were all in that weight category, and you can say what you want about the welterweight scene now. That was a boss time to watch. The two Lawler Hendricks fights were great. Wars, Rory McDonald as well, like.
Yeah, So Rory fought on the weekend, didn't he, against Gleison Tibau, and it was a proper controversial. Mate, it was proper controversial, you know. So, I haven't actually watched that fight, but it was apparently Rory McDonald. Sorry, should have won that fight, but the judges gave it a split decision to Gleison Tibau, and there's a bit of a kick-off about it because apparently it was just not the right decision. Rory comfortably should have won that fight, apparently. But I think because so he was fighting in PFL and it's a tournament and they base it on points. So even though he lost, he still goes through anyway to the quarterfinal, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I think he gets 6 points if you finish them in the first round. And I think Rory had a first round submission against Curtis Melinda or something like that. So he already had the 6 points, so he goes through anyway. But obviously, it's still not a loss that you won on your record when obviously you won. You did win the fight. But yeah, that was like last weekend, I think.
I won't watch that afterwards. I think, unless we catch the second half of the Euros, but let's see. If you watch it in America, we actually watch football in England, and it's football, not soccer. But that's another show.